つか手をめがけ昇る金色の竜のように舞う俺は迷わないぜもう後には引けないと紅に誓うその道を行くのかその道はみ出るのか全部自分で決める世の中そんなに俺は強くないから流れに逆らうひよこのままで終わるか人を傷つけ登るか迷って自分のことを裏切る幸せをつかむというのはどんなんだろう貧乏な家育ったせい飯を残すことなんかできねえ高級時計ゴールドだぜ見えてるものしか信じらんねえ頼る相手もいねえ東京二度と戻ることねえ故郷野望が俺のコンパス朱色に染まったコンバースやるしかねえんだよ
안녕. 바로 시작한다. 뭔 하드디스크에 설치돼. SSD에 설치했는데 정신 나갔네 이거. 뭐야 이거 해상도 조절하는 게 없어 이거. 정신 나갔나 이. 아니 뭐야 이거. 안녕. 아 뭐야 이거 누가 렌더링을. 뭐 DLS를 강제로 써야 되네. 정신 나갔어? 아 누가 이거 쓴대. 뭐야 이거. DLS를 강제로 써야 되네. 벤치마킹도 없어? 벤치마크. 오늘 45,000원.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope.
뭐야, 자막이 이렇게 빨리 끝나 이거? 다 읽지도 못했는데. (45,000원) 같은 짤짤이에 부금 따위 안 나온다.
There are only victims and monsters, and the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the
자막
way.
왜 이래 이거? 싱크 안 맞는 것 같은데?
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
자막 싱크가 안 맞아.
And monsters wear many faces.
자막이 먼저 나오잖아. 뭐야, 파스. 완전 파스인데 이건. 우리 게임 30프레임 같아 이거. 잠깐. 생각보다 최적화가 안 됐구만.
Where'd he go?
아니 DLS를 켰는데도 이렇게 렉이 걸려 이거. 쓸데없이 사양이 높구만. 이제 60프레임. 여보시오. 잠깐만. 시야각을 넓힐 수 없나? 아니 시야각이 고정이야 짠나게. 붕신 게임이네 이거. 이렇게 시야각이 좁으면은 멀미나는데. 아니 완전 파스. 파스형 몸매. 이거 앨런 웨이크 후속작이야. 창기자랑. 아 뭐야 파스 고추. 원래 이 게임 종교에 대한 이야기였나?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery.
언제 좀 싱크가 많네.
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
FBI인가
It
봐.
can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay.
얹혀가려고 저놈이.
Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
초대.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some, organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure
아이,
I'm
이 최적화 개판이네 진짜. 프레임 안 나오잖아 이거. 버킹 옵션 타협을 해야 된다니 진짜.
seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case.
유체 이탈이야?
Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
유체 이탈을 하시면 어떡해요?
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
피해자.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down a hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
아니 앤더스 이어원. 왜 하필이면 이름이 앤더슨이야 진짜.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
이게 최적화에 실패하니까 화면 각도도 조절 못하게 하고
Not a bad place to get murdered.
강제로 DLS를 쓰게
Getting back to
만들었네.
nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
한 50프레임 나오는 것 같은데 이거 지금. 아이씨. 60프레임 안 나오면 못 참아. 아 몰라 중간 옵션. 닦아 그냥 씨. 아 짜증나. 이게 60프레임이지. 근데 그래픽이 약간 꾸려 보인다 이거. 잠깐만. 요게 사양을 좀 많이 먹는 것 같은데.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now, this is the scene of the crime.
부추.
We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
아이 뭐야 이거.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
아, 무슨 맞박에 모기가 물려갖고 겁나 간지럽네, 진짜. 왜 맞박에 모기가 물린 거야. 아,
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
피해자는 로버트 나이팅게일.
That's not right. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
I think...
뭐야.
I had to review the clues.
다 알아본 것 같은데. 전기장판만 있는데. 가스비가 얼마나 많이 나오는데. 뭐 어쩌라고. 찌 어쩌라는 거죠?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
자세히 알아보기. 자세히 알아본 거 아니야?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him.
얼굴 그렇게 클로즈업 하지만
He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
부두술인가 봐.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
아무거나 사.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
뭐야 이런 걸 어떻게 알아? 갑자기 부두술을 하면 어떻게 해, 이 누나? 부두술에 심취하지 말게.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too.
이 누나 제정신이 아니야.
Not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
흑인 FBI인데 본 직업은 부두술사야. 막 사진을 보면은 갑자기 부두술을 시작하는데 막
This mug always cheers me up. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here. ambushed him,
시작한 지 한
dragged
몇
him to
분
the
안 됐는데
campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out.
망한 게임 같아.
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees.
일단 최적화가 너무 후져.
big. Gives me the
3090 Ti인데도
You need to
불구하고
get out more.
렉이 쩔어.
It is kind of creepy, though.
DLS를 강제로 쓰게 하면서도 프레임이 안 나와.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
저 주인공 아재가 쓴 대로 이제 악몽이 실현되는 곳이잖아.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
또 시작되는 부두술. 아까 이 사람이 죽은 거란 말이야. 부두술이 시작된다.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
아이 진짜. 여기다 놔야 돼요 이거.
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
아우 렉 걸려서 안 되겠다. 버벅인다. 타협방 옵션.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their...
잠깐. 아니 왜 타협을 해야 되냐고 진짜 어이가 없네 진짜. 1080 필요해.
narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
그래픽도 딱히 좋지도 않구만 진짜. 쓸데없는 오브젝트들이 너무 많아서 그래. 이렇게 빽빽하게 박아놓으니까 되게 심하지.
Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
3090 Ti로도 QH도 못 돌려. QH도 못 돌리는 어이가 없네. 1080 필로 하라니까 내 눈이 썩는 것 같아.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Part removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
새우깡 뜯었어.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
근데 왜 하필이면 주인공을 흑인 여자로 했을까? 어떻게 생각해? 그 많고 많은 인종 중에서 하필이면 왜
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn
뭐야?
impressive work so far.
컷신이 왜 로딩이 걸려?
With your technique,
골
these
때리네 이거.
punches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
아 뭐야 자막 싱크 또 안 맞아 진짜. 진짜 킹받게 하네 진짜.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
여기 배경은
The diner's just
1편
up the waterfront.
1편 때
Shouldn't keep the
그대로인가?
sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi there.
기억이 날 것 같기도 하고. 맞는 것 같은데.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for house.
뭐 식당 어디예요?
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's all right.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my...
dear.
I mean our
You.
float will be the belle of the ball at this year's beer fest.
오디어 다이너.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Calder Lake was found.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks.
아니 이 아줌마 이렇게 몸을
They were
가만히 잃어보고 있어
killing
이거.
the naked guy with knives.
가만히 좀
Like some
있어.
kind of satanic cult.
신경 쓰이게.
And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
그러면 1편 때 마을이 개박살난 건 아니네. 다 상상 속이어서 그런가? 뭐야, 어디다 붙여요?
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. Huh.
Good to see you.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job.
Take it easy.
Too much.
저 눈깔 모양은 뭐지? 아, 또다시 시작되는 부두술.
The Cult of the Tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
저렇게 유령같이 얘기 안 했잖아.
A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
Once was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Hi.
I can't force it open. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
아니 남의 가게를 왜 이렇게 막 뒤져 막. 막 뒤져도 돼?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
뭐야 이 여자 또 나오네.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
전편에서도 약간 정신 나간 여자로 나왔었는데.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know. A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen.
And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
I need something to force this open.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
몸이 퉁퉁 부었어.
It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
심장 위치는 거의 한가운데 있지. 이쪽에 있는 게 아니에요. 그냥 그렇다고. 아, 뭐야. 아, 이런 귀찮은 걸 왜 내가 껴맞추고 있어야 될까, 그냥. 게임 캐릭터가 알아서 해줘야 되는 거 아니야, 이거?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
심장에 글이 써져 있어.
Nah. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
1편 주인공이 빌런으로 나오는 건가? 그런 것 같은데
same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
뭐야, 사라졌어.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
좀비야, 좀비.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light. My gun's out in the hall.
아, 뭐야. 아, 뭐야, 여기서. 아, 여기서부터 시작하면 어떻게 진짜. 뭐야, 플래시가 자동으로 꺼져.
Must be locked from the other side. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
아, 뭐야. 이거 어떻게 해야 되는 거야, 이거?
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
엄청나게 침착한데.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
아, 뭐야, 저거. 상자는 페이크인 것 같은데. 고추 3cm짜리가 진짜.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
챕터 끝. 뭐예요? 드라마 시작됐다. 뜬금포 주제가 잠깐만. 뭐야 이렇게 길어 이 노래. 1시간 연속재송 아니겠지?
He didn't have a heart.
뭐야?
But he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
바이오 하자드 식인데 바이오 하자드 뺏기면 어떡해.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue
김내원이
Nightingale
플로어
into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
이 누나 이름이 사가인가 보지? 앤더슨 사가인가 봐. 사가 앤더슨인가? 아, 왜 게임 속에서 OST를 제공해주냐고. 노래는 잘 만들었어. 아이 의다 꼽아야 돼. 지.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
뭐가 흥분돼. 지금 이 세계에 빠져서 죽게 생겼는데 정신 나갔나봐. 허리띠 파밍해 이거. 총알도 들어있네.
It doesn't budge. Can't be opened on this side.
부두수를 해야 돼. 뭘 해야 되죠? 금방 어디로 간지 내가 어떻게 알아? 찍어야 되나 여기서? 지도를 얻어야 되나봐. 클릭이 안 되잖아. 게임 왜 이래 이거. 잠깐만, 어딘가 지도가 있을 것이다.
I can't force it open.
아마 하는 게 없어 얘는.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
중첩계가 뭐야? 버킹 어디로 갔는데 진짜. 내가 어떻게 알아 진짜. 부두수를 해야 되나? 아니요. 홀들은 호수로 간 것 같다. 이거 아니야? 왜 안 돼, 근데? 클릭될 때까지 눌러야 되니? 아씨, 환불 마려운데. 이거 아는 사람. 아 뭐야 이게 진짜. 대발 걸어야 돼. 아니 진짜 얘 하는 거 하나도 없는데 뭐. 집에 가라고 해 얘.
Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
잠이나 자 너. 갑시다. 하는 거 하나도 없는 박씨.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
얘네 둘은 그런 내용을 어떻게 믿는 거지? 어떻게 그런 내용을 순순히 믿냐고. 총을 겨눠야 되는 거 아니야? 저기 미안하지만 파밍 좀 하겠어.
Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
도둑질까지 하다니.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone? Magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real, right? Mulligan?
No, Thornton.
아니 이렇게 시체가 발견됐는데 얘네를 의심을 안 하네. 붕대. 도둑질하면 어떻게 해, 부비아가.
I need bolt cutters.
볼트 커터를 왜 해? 이게 무슨 바이오 하자드인 줄 알아 진짜. 총알 도둑질하면 어떻게 진짜 돌겠네 진짜. 이 인종비하 아니야 이거? 흑인이라서 막 도둑질하는.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
여기를 나중에 다시 와야 되나 본데 바이오하자드를 좀 많이 참고했나?
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I'm a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide also, bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Jaakko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
아 맞다, 저 보온병이 무슨 체력 아이템이었던 것 같은데. 아니, 남의 사무실에 이렇게 막 들어도 돼? 파밍 좀 하고.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
정신 나갔어, 이 여자. 남의 컴퓨터를 막 보면 어떡해, 이거. 컴퓨터가 한 586 컴퓨터인 것 같아. CD롬이 달려있어. 옛날 삼보 컴퓨터 삼보 컴퓨터인데 이거. 이 옆에 스티커는 셀러런 스티커. 디스켓 드라이브도 있네. 아니 아까 식당에 사람들 스마트폰 쓰고 있던데 이런 컴퓨터 말이 안 되잖아. 누가 만들었어 이거?
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No.
It's not opening.
You have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
화장실 왜 이래 이거 청소도 안 하나 봐. 더러워 죽겠네 그냥.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
오, 차 타고 다닐 수 있나 보네.
Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
오픈월드는 아니네.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were
앨런 웨이크가 교주가 됐나 봐.
back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
심장.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the Cult of the Tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
뭐야? 여보시오.